Ever since I was a kid, I've loved animals, and trekking with gorillas in Rwanda has been high on my travel bucket list. Getting there isn't easy, but once you do, it all seems worth it. This is TPGtv. There are no nonstop flights from Accra to Kigali, and the quickest is Kenya Airways via Nairobi, a SkyTeam carrier which is part of the Flying Blue Frequent Flyer program. Flying Blue is a one-to-one transfer partner of Amex membership rewards and Citi Thank You. You can also book Kenya awards using Delta Sky Miles, but you typically have to call. Because of air traffic delays leaving Accra, we didn't land in Kigali till after midnight, and it was here we met our local guide, Pierre. We finally made it to Kigali, 12 hours late. No big deal because we're going to go to this beautiful resort, get a couple hours of shut-eye, and then go out to see the gorillas. Right, Pierre? Is that the plan?
No, it's now 1 a.m. So it looks like we won't stop. We need to go straight to the trek.
Oh, we're going straight from the plane to gorilla trekking. So then I decided to let loose a bit, which immediately led to a solid 4-hour nap in the car, which was perfect because just as the sun rose, we arrived at Volcanoes National Park, arguably the best destination for gorilla trekking, period. First off, gorilla trekking is not cheap. For foreigners, it's $750 per person for a permit, and only 80 permits are handed out per day, so book as far in advance as possible. It's an intimate experience too, since only 8 people are allowed per trekking group. While this is expensive, the money goes directly towards conservation and 24-hour-a-day guards for each gorilla family to prevent poaching. Rwandans take pride in the gorillas, so don't expect this to be a tourist spectacle. Before we started our trek, we met our guide Patience at the base camp. Patience is a man who knows so much about gorillas, he claims to even speak their language. For roughly 2 decades, Patience has spent almost every day studying mountain gorillas in their natural habitat. After a quick safety course where we were briefed on the rules of the trek, including how to behave around the gorillas, we drove to the base of the mountain and started our uphill trek in an epic bamboo forest. We were assigned to visit the biggest gorilla family in the park, Sosa A, which has 28 members, including 3 silverback males. The catch, however, is that they're also the hardest to get to, but luckily we had a big team to help us. When was the last time you had to fire your gun? Luckily, these guns are not for gorillas. They're actually for other animals, like wild buffalo, which you may encounter along the way. Gorilla trekking is generally safe as long as you play by the rules and listen to your guides. But at the end of the day, these are wild animals, so there's always a level of risk involved. And on my trek, it wasn't animals that attacked me. It was a nasty little plant known as stinging nettle. Even fully clothed, stinging nettle knows no bounds.
Ow! Ow!
All for the gorillas. This wasn't just a prick. This was a nauseating experience, not unlike the time I was scuba diving and was engulfed by man-of-war jellyfish. Oh, the things us travelers will do for a good story.
I told you to avoid that.
I'm 2 meters tall. I'm bigger than a silverback. But the pain quickly faded once I caught my first glimpse of the Sosa A family. A mother and her irresistibly cute baby. She's staring right at me and couldn't care less. Chomping away. Sharing it with her little baby. 15 feet away. Amazing. Since you only have 1 hour to spend with the family, we moved on to another location, and that's where I caught my first glimpse of a massive silverback gorilla. It's crazy to see a silverback's big face staring at you 10 feet away, baby. But he's just chilling, taking a nap, scratching his armpits, pretty much like any man would be doing. According to Patience, gorillas here sleep 12 hours a day, drink 17 liters of water, and have 15 times the strength of a human bodybuilder. So after taking this all in, we spent the remainder of our hour looking at as many of the Sosa A family members as we could. And while I had some nerves in the beginning, it actually wasn't scary at all.
We are related to them. 98% have the same genes. You know, if they happen to get lost in the forest, we can survive. We can eat gorilla food.
And in the end, this was more than just crossing something off my travel bucket list. It was about connectedness. If anything, I felt like I was a part of the Sousa A family, but maybe with better teeth.
Thank you so much. You're welcome. You're welcome.
On the next TPGtv, I learned just how much Kigali, Rwanda has changed since the genocide 21 years ago. And it's remarkable.